Hello everyone, welcome to Best Recipes with Sharon. Everyone loves a good appetizer or hors d'oeuvre. So today, I'm going to be making cheesy bacon jalapeno poppers. This is a perfect appetizer. They're nice and creamy with a little bit of a nip and loaded with cheese. You'll absolutely love them. Let's get started by cutting the jalapeno peppers in half lengthwise. And you might want to use gloves for this part because sometimes the hot part of the pepper can irritate your hands. So you use a spoon to clean out the inside of the pepper and remove the seeds and the ribs. This recipe will make enough for between 12 and 14 peppers that are approximately 3 to 4 inches long. Then you take the peppers and you wash them, making sure to get rid of any extra seeds or residuals. And once the inside part has been removed, the pepper's not nearly as hot. So then take a cookie sheet and spray it with some olive oil. I place the peppers upside down on a cutting board to drain the water out of them. Then place them on the cookie sheet, and we're ready to prepare the cheesy filling that we'll stuff these with. So start by grating about 1 cup of mild cheddar cheese. And next you'll need a 250 gram package of cream cheese. This will need to be softened and at room temperature. So place your cream cheese in the bowl, add your grated cheddar a little bit at a time, and mix it in until it's thoroughly combined. Continue mixing the two cheeses together until the full cup of grated cheddar cheese has been mixed in. So I'm just placing it in a smaller bowl now so that you can see it a little bit better as to what the consistency is, and it's easier to work with when I'm stuffing the peppers. So there you have it. This is what it looks like, and we're going to go ahead and put that right into each of the peppers, and you fill it up fairly full. This is where you need the consistency of the cheese to be at room temperature because, as you can see, it's quite a thick mixture, and if it was cold it would be even harder to do. And using cream cheese in the hot peppers does help to mellow them out some, so that once they're baked together, it makes for a very pleasant combination. And like I said, load them up fairly good with the cheese mixture. If you don't have enough peppers to use up all the cream filling, it does keep well in the fridge for a few days. And you can make these up ahead of time and place them in the fridge until you're ready to bake them. But it's best to take them out of the fridge and warm them up before baking them so it helps with the baking time, if you're to do it that way. Now you'll need a pound of your favorite bacon. And what we'll do here is we'll take each strip of bacon and cut it in half lengthwise and trim off any excess fat. You will need some of the fat left on there so that it will fry up nicely. But before we wrap it with bacon, sprinkle the tops with some seasonings. So this one is garlic parmesan. This is a seasoning that I got at the bulk food store, and that worked out quite nicely. But if you don't happen to have that around, if you have garlic powder, just simply sprinkle them with that. Then sprinkle the tops of each of them with some salt and pepper as well. Now to wrap each of them with some bacon. And when you're wrapping them with bacon, just make sure that you start at one end and try not to overlap the bacon too much because it won't cook through if you do. And I try to secure the bacon with a toothpick. It just helps to keep them from falling apart while they're baking. And I like to make sure that I use a fair bit of bacon on them, enough that the bacon has covered the whole pepper. And then I use little pieces of bacon to patch any areas that may need a little extra. So okay, they're ready to go into the oven. And you can do this a couple of ways. You can do it in an air fryer, or you can do it in the conventional oven. If I have a lot of them to do, I'll do it in a conventional oven at 425 degrees for about 25 minutes or so. And if you only have a few to do, you can place them in the air fryer at about 400 degrees and it'll only take about 9 minutes. But no matter which method you use for baking them or air frying them, you do need to use your own judgment and watch them closely so that when the cheese is melted and the bacon has become well cooked, you know they're done. It's as simple as that. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll talk to you next time. Now go make some.